Squirrels! So hello, and welcome to another Legends of Runeterra video. My name is Chris, and today we reached 1,000 subscribers. I'm not going to go into some big diatribe of, how much it means to me and thank you for getting me through this tough year. I'm not going to do any of that. I'm just going to say, yeah, good. And we're going to look at this deck, which is Pesky Aggro. Now, this is a deck that I showcased on the video of, I think I called it 7 or 8 decks to try for the new expansion. This was one of them, and this was probably my favorite one of them because it's kind of completely unique and completely different to most other things that you will find. And what is the deck then? What have I created here? Well, it is an aggro deck, of course, that can win on turn 3. Now, I went over it in that video. I'll go over it again very quickly. For turn 3 lethal, and this is where your opponent can play stuff as well. Not too much, but they can play something. What you need is obviously the attack token on turn 1, and you're going to play a Bark Beast, and then you're going to play Pesky Spectre, and then you're going to kill the Spectre with the Butcher. That, of course, only costs 1 mana. You have 6 attack because Bark Beast obviously grows, and then you deal 6 damage. So they're on 14. Turn 2, let's say they play Avarice and Sentry turn 2. You're going to play a Cursed Keeper, and that's all. And then on turn 3, you're going to turn around and you're going to play a Blighted Caretaker on the Cursed Keeper. Now that's going to give you a full board. You've got the 6 damage from the 2 units you already had. You have 4 more from the Cursed Keeper now becoming the Escaped Abomination. And then you have, obviously, a Sapling is dragging the unit. And you have 4 more from the other Sapling and the Blighted Caretaker himself, giving you 14 damage, giving you turn 3 lethal, and a lethal that your opponent can still actually do something and doesn't just have to pass all the time. Which is pretty exciting. And essentially, yeah, it's a super aggro deck. It uses Shark Chariot, which might surprise you, and you might be going, this card isn't competitive at all. Well, actually, it kind of has sneakily just been getting more and more, good cards to go with it. Like Stalking Shadows goes well with Shark Chariot. I mean, people have sort of realized now that Fading Memories, is an okay card that goes well with that. Pesky Spectre, of course, is an ephemeral that costs 0 mana that goes with Shark Chariot and can help you generate more and more Shark Chariots. And also, Evershade Stalker is a card we get to play in this deck as well, which I've come down to a 1 of because sometimes the Nightfall can be hard to activate in this deck. But in certain matchups, obviously, you only need 1 to just keep generating more and more, and essentially it's just continuous cards to get there. And then, you might think, well, what if, they get units early down on the board, you can't punch through? Well, that's when you use Phantom Prankster and Neverglade Collector and Fervor and Decimate to essentially burn your opponent to death. And obviously with stuff like Shark Chariot, that helps as well. So yeah, that's the deck. Let's go into some games. I hope we get a turn 3 lethal. That would really make my day. So let's go into some games. So obviously I still have no idea exactly what people could be playing. This person seems to be playing a fairly standard Ash Sejuani, I would bet. So what do we want against that? We can drop the Fervor and Decimate. They will come in handy later, but we don't need them in our opening hand. Shark Chariot. See, I think Shark Chariot is a good one to have in this deck when you have other ephemeral enablers for it, but seeming as we didn't at the time, obviously we do now, but because we didn't, I didn't feel comfortable playing it just there. Fading Memories could be useful. So we could do a couple things now, and interestingly, this is kind of like a perfect hand for Shark Chariot, of course, because you can Stalker. There's a Prankster, that's pretty nice. He could have Culling Strike. But I still think it's worth it. It's worth the risk. Does he have Culling Strike? No. So we'll attack with you. I think we'll also Mark of the Isles this now. Do we Fading Memories at first? Potentially. Yeah, we'll Fading Memories at first. And then we'll Mark of the Isles it as well. That might force this block out of him from the sentry. Obviously the Yeti wouldn't be ideal here for us. But as long as he doesn't get the Yeti first, we should be okay. He will block now. We have to hope he doesn't have the Yeti, which he probably does because of course he's getting 2 draws. So unless the Yeti is third. But this is a nice draw for us to get. Because essentially it's just going to block out that Yeti for us. This guy must be thinking, what the hell is this guy doing? And he's right to think that. Goes for another one. Now I think we will just play this Curse Keeper. We probably are forced into blocking one of these trappers here. And we could block you as well. So we are looking for something like Shark Chariot here, which is interesting. But yeah, we'll have to use the Stalking Shadows. There is Shark Chariot. I think we do want that. The good thing about this is we can go Chariot, we can Butcher it. So we can play second Chariot as well. Now we can still butcher this Chariot first before it goes off. And if we attack with this Chariot, it'll still get the other Chariot as well. We're looking to just nuke him in the face with those. Doesn't look like he has Culling Strike. I think he would have used it by now. Stand and defend. So we just go for a block. Obviously something like Reckoning would be pretty bad for us here. So let's hope we don't see that. Do you see a glimpse? That could be nice as well. He finds another Yeti. I think we do just have to pass. Well, maybe we have to block with you now. This can't block, by the way, which is why I'm not playing it. But yeah, we'll just pass again. So we obviously want to trade our units, I guess. It's putting him down on 11. I might have to glimpse this, though, first. Like, what am I going down to there? 1? I mean, the difference between 1 and none in this deck is kind of irrelevant. I think I have to do this. Crazy as it might seem, I think I have to do that. I think I have to decimate this turn as well. I think Prankster might be our only way of winning this game. He's down on 7. Like, if we can top deck like a Fervor, we could win on his attacking turn. Is what I'm thinking. Right, if we can enable this with whatever our draw is. I didn't want to play that because we might need the mana. Okay, we do find that. I guess I just have to play you without the Nightfall. Does play Reckoning. Yeah, we'll Glimpse first, because that will still give us the Prankster proc. Find a Bark Beast. And that. So if I go for this, if he doesn't have another play... is that going to win him the game? I've got, what, 2 Shark Chariots? I have to go for this still, I think. So, I guess I'll drag you both. Then 1 Shark will hit, and then we have to use the Fervor on this. And hope. So here we go. He's down on 3. Can he kill me? If he's got Culling Strike, he wins. What else in that deck wins? Culling Strike. Obviously, Reckoning is slow speed. Frostbites don't do anything. No healing. Tavern Keeper would have won it for him. But do we win? Do you have Culling? You haven't had it all game. You would have Culling the Prankster. And he's got it. Flash Freeze, isn't it? Oh, we got it! We went all the way down to 1. And we got there. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay, Riven Lucian. I assume this is the... Oh, exodia is almost there. I assume this is the... like, Plaza-like deck. Shark Chariot as well. Okay. With Fading Memories. So let's think how we're going to play this. We probably will go Bark Beast. There's no way for him to do that. So yeah, we'll go Bark Beast into Shark Chariot probably. We can use this Pesky Spectre as a Shark Chariot enabler a bit later on. Another Bark Beast is nice, but I think let's get the Chariot going. He plays Lucian. Okay. We're still going for this. It's a nice attack. It's dealing 6 if he doesn't block, which he doesn't. Okay, he might have felt. I mean, that's the thing. He can't block the Bark Beast with the tracker, right? We maybe could have used Fading Memories there on the Bark Beast. That's a fair point. I probably should have done that. So he has both. I think I Shadows here first, actually. And then I'm going to go for this Spectre, depending on what we get. So we're obviously going to go Curse Keeper. Yeah, I think I am just going to go Pesky Spectre. If it forces, like if he feels like, you know, he has to use this tracker to drag a Spectre, obviously that's in our favor as well. And if he doesn't, then obviously we just block with the Spectre. Although I could just take the damage and play Bark Beast and let this die. But I don't think I will. Because we are going to Bark Beast and then we're going to play Keeper and we're going to we're gonna keep a Butcher next turn anyway, so that shouldn't be an issue. Another Keeper. We'll start with you. And then we're not going to kill the ephemeral one. We're actually going to kill with the non-ephemeral one. Obviously, because the ephemeral one dies anyway. So that's probably his best play that he could have had. Single combat. That kind of hurts. Maybe I should have gone for it first. I could have done. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have given him an action there.
Filthy creatures.
Do I attack? And if so, with what? I think I just attack with you. I think this is too good. There's no need to give him that value. So, interesting. And I just keep finding Curse Keepers. Okay. Well, if we can find a Blighted Caretaker, that would be nice. Probably taking 7 here. But elsewise, you know, we can block the others. And we will. So we'll play a Keeper. Ideally here we get a Blighted Caretaker off the top. Then we could deal with at least one of them. What's this for? Relentless Pursuit. I mean, there's not much I can do against a Relentless Pursuit, to be honest. Not with this hand. Here it comes.
My gun does the talking.
Bring in the heat.
Well, I'll obviously block this. I could take 7. It was kind of a weird pursuit, right? Like, his attack isn't that good, and he obviously has to attack. He wants me to just take 7. Do I? Probably. Probably do, just take 7. And we're hoping for Blighted off the top here, that's really our only option. Well, that is sort of an option, I guess. Shadows, Butcher. Gets another tracker. I guess I Shadows here. Still looking for that Blighted Caretaker that is not forthcoming, it seems. So we could try and nuke him with this. Maybe that's our play. And I Fading Memories and just go for 3 of them. Because only these 2 can block, but he has a second center. So I shouldn't attack with all, I should attack with everyone but 1. Just so I get the chariot as well. Now Lucian levels up, I can block it this turn. I have no idea what the right play is here. Like, do I just attack with them? I'm going for it. Let's go in. I didn't have time to work it out. It was so complex. But I mean, this is 19 damage, so 15. So that's still lethal. Yeah, you can maybe block like there. I guess the problem is he could save 1. I probably should have worked that out, to be honest. I should have just gone with not these and just the birds and that. Because now it's his action and he gets to attack. We're so close, right? I feel like, you know, that Lucian there. Obviously, it's just a bit too much for us. We're 2 off. Oh wait, you survived, of course. So I can just do that. Did he not want to pick that up? So I'll do this, obviously, and survive. This still doesn't have a great target to pick me off. I mean, we could find a Decimate, we could find Fervor, we might still win this game. I thought we'd lost. We find Fervor, so he needs exactly single combat. He needs exactly single combat. Obviously, we'll play it out as much as possible, just to see in case he plays something. Takes that. No, he takes the Butcher, obviously. Yeah, I guess we wait. Still waiting. We're gonna wait for this one here. He goes for it, and we're gonna Fervor face. Will we get there again? Needs single combat. How did we win that game? I thought we'd lost. I was like, oh, you probably heard it in my voice. I was all like, oh no, we've lost. We won!